Hi, I want to introduce myself. My name is Bob Biega, and congratulations that you are following your first set of instructions in your Math 126 class online. This is the first part of your tour. This is just an introduction to myself, kind of a few things that I want to stress for you to be successful. And then the second video will be a fairly in-depth tour of the class site itself. Once you go there, I suggest you go through the tabs and the sections of the course with me. This will save you, a lot of frustrations, possibly where to find things, where do I go. So I think it's very, very important that you take the 15-20 minutes to watch the video just to get you started. So again, this is Math 126, and I want to start off by saying that this is a math class for technical programs. It is a class that most of the students who take it are in what we call the MIT program, the Manufacturing and Industrial Technology, Maintenance and Industrial Technology, but it's for electricity, electronics students, industrial maintenance students, anyone in that program. So the terminology may confuse you because if you're not in that program, you may not understand what a circuit is, what a watt is, what an ohm is. And, that's okay. You can still do the math, but sometimes the terminology is confusing. We use measurements involving prefixes that if you're in the program, again, you're used to seeing. But if you're not, you may, have trouble with some of those. I do realize that there are students who are taking this course as their prereq for college algebra. Not to tell you to drop the class by any means, but just to let you know that that's what this course was not designed for. It was not designed as a prereq for college algebra. It was designed for students in those programs who may decide they want to go on to a four-year college and need the college algebra credit. And a lot of the topics in here can prepare you for college algebra. But it can be difficult if you are not familiar with the terminology. So I'm just going to end it there and just warn you that, after the first exam, we get into the nuts and bolts of circuitry, which is just trigonometry. But again, it's the terminology. So, just be aware of that. And, there may be some things that throw you off. But if you just focus on doing the math, it'll be okay. So anyway, I am located in Lexington, BCTC, the Leestown campus. Once we get into the class, I'll give you all my contact information. Please give me 24 hours to respond to an email during the week. On weekends, sometimes I'm online, sometimes I'm not. So I don't have my email on my phone all the time. I don't, live on my phone. Not something I do. So 24 hours is fair. So if you email me at 10 o'clock at night, you're not going to hear back from me till the next day. So don't email me at 11 and midnight and 1 and then say I'm not responding. I get that often. Not often, but occasionally I'll get that. So, 24 hours. So if you need to know something, you need to plan ahead. Okay. This class, we have 3 exams and a final. The final exam must be proctored. You must pass the final exam with 60% or higher to be eligible to pass the class. It does not matter what your average is. That's a rule in our math division that you must pass the final, so it doesn't matter what your average is. So please be aware of that, because once again, I'll have a handful of students act like they've never heard that before. It's one of the questions on your pretest. It's in the syllabus. It's in the due dates. It's just everywhere. So if you're not aware of it, you're not paying attention and you're not reading things. Speaking of paying attention and reading things, check your email. I don't email you every day because that would be annoying, and I wouldn't have that much to say every day. But I'll email you once, twice a week. Occasionally, I'll put up some videos that I've created on certain topics to supplement what's in the class, because the videos that are in the class were created by other professors that I copied this class from. I've made modifications, but some of them I've kept, some of them I've added my own. And like I said, occasionally I will send out emails of certain topics I know students struggle with videos. So, watch them. I mean, this is your grade. This is your time to get through the material. So you've got to put the time in. Procrastination, bad idea. Bad idea. Some people, probably including myself at age 18, 19, would put everything off till the last day. Bad, bad, bad idea. You need to pretend you're in a regular class. Try to discipline yourself to do 1 or 2 topics a week. You look at how many topics there are before the test. And then you say, okay, I've got, 4 weeks to take till the test is due. I've got 8 topics to cover or 8 homeworks to cover. I'm going to do 2 a week. And then give yourself time to do the review for the test. I have reviews for all the exams. If you wait till the last minute to do stuff, you're not going to be successful. So students that are successful in this class don't procrastinate. They do work. They get going. They take the practice exam. They check their emails. They watch my videos. And they get help when they need it. Okay, so if you need help, you can email me. When we look at the videos in the class, there will be, I'll try to point out where you can send me the link to the question you're working on, and I will do my best to help you, over email. Sometimes it's hard because of equations and things like that, but I will do my best to help you. Your local campus has tutoring available. There are links to tutoring. If you're a BCTC student, there's one link. If you're another KCTCS student, there's other links. So that's what we have. I hope everyone does well. I want everyone to do well, but I can only do so much. So usually your success will correlate with how much work you put in. It's always the case. You know what you're doing. You know how hard you're working, and it comes down to what you do. So anyway, we will end this video, and it's nice to meet you. And we'll move on to the next video, which will be the actual tour of the class itself. Over and out.